Perfect. So today's topic that we are going to address right now is trading psychology and how I fixed my trading psychology. So first, I want to address the problems that I faced while trading, and you can all relate to me. That is it the same problem that you're having, or you're not having the same issues? I used to not be patient, first of all, and I used to enter anywhere in the middle of the trade, in the opposite direction, many times in the opposite direction. So for example, if I'm waiting for the sell here and then starts buying, I'll be like, okay, let's buy for a little bit as well, and price never goes back up, and I'm in drawdown, and when it comes back in profit, it messes up my mind. And when it plays nicely and fully with my analysis, by the time I'm just so exhausted that I am totally unhappy and so stressed, I close my trade, and then later on I see my trade melting down in my direction very beautifully, and I just keep calculating, oh my God, if I was in this trade, I would have been this many pips up, this many $100, and all of that. So how many of you face that? How many of you face that? That when you are in a drawdown, your analysis is correct, right? And you're in a drawdown. It's just that your entry is not the right entry, right? And then you're having all sort of FOMO. It is in the negative for like 10% of your account, sometimes 15% of your account, and sometimes even below your account. But because you're going so much over leverage, when it comes back down to your entry, what happens? You're exhausted. You're exhausted. Price comes back down in 1 pip or 2 pip. You just close everything and you just breathe like, thank God, my account this time is not blown. Everybody can relate to that, right? Everybody can relate to that. Yes, I've been there. I've done that many times. What is the problem in this? What is the problem in this? When I'm entering the trade, I am not calculating my stop loss, and I am not calculating what percentage of the trade I'm entering. What percentage of the trade I'm entering. That's the problem. So now all of you have said yes here. Perfect. You all lack something that is called a trade plan. You all lack that. There is no trade plan. You're just entering like, I don't know what. Is it like a market, fish market? You just come here, go here, left, right, top, down, and no, it's a market, forex market. You cannot just come here for window shopping. You have to be patient, first of all, for your entry and your analysis. I'm going to come down to that later. But you don't have a trade plan, right? Where am I entering? Why am I entering? Why? Right? How many pips stop loss? Okay, these questions. And then, is it dynamic entry or static? I'm going to come down to that. What are these? Okay, and then how many pips stop loss will depend on your risk, right? Now, how am I going to manage my trade? So it's called TM, trade management, that you have to look at. If it starts going in one direction, after one candle in opposite in my direction, 5-minute time frame, after 2 candle opposite in my direction, after 15-minute candle, after a certain price, how are you going to manage the trade? What do you have in your mind? Okay, all of those who just raise their hand, like 20 people right now, right? They all do not do this. They all do not have any of this, what I'm saying. So no written down strategy or even in their mind. They are just entering in the position in the market, 2 pip maybe, 3 pip maybe. Okay, I'll just get 15 pip, right? And then they're just crying. They're just crying because they entered huge risk, calculating, I don't know what loss that you're going to recover today. So you have to, first of all, forget about your losses. you have to start new. Okay, you have to forget about your losses. You have to start new, right? All right, I'm going to put it all down on one side like that. Now, come down to another thing, that how are you going to forget about your losses? Doesn't matter if you have, for example, if you have, let's say, $100 left, $500 left, or if you have a $5,000 account, you have only 1,000 left. If you have a $10,000 account and you have only 1,000 left right now, okay? Please, 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 please. Like, how many times I have to say please? I'm really asking you to do it one time with me and you'll be sorted, right? You have a $1,000 account, okay? This $1,000 account, give me risk only 2% of this account. Go with dynamic risk. You'll never fail, because I applied it and then I applied it and practiced it and then practiced it and then practiced it so religiously that it is a habit now. You have to correct your habit. You have to be disciplined. You have to be emotionless when trading. You just have to think that doesn't matter what emotions I'm having right now. I have to just follow these steps, right? So you have a $1,000 account. You're risking 2%. That is $20. Okay. You're going with dynamic. Dynamic means $20 divided by 4 positions or 3 positions. 4 or $20 divided by 3 positions, and then scale them in. Scaling them in, that is an art within itself, right? I'm going to write down, in fact, a topic here on the list that we are going to one day learn how to scale them in. Scaling in. Dynamic, right? Written down, quoted. I got it. I got that covered for some of the time. Okay. So you're going to scale them in. $1,000, 2% risk, dynamic, scale them in, right? When one is in profit. When one is in profit. Don't scale them in opposite. You're not a pro. If you're a pro, then sure, I did it this morning. But if you're not a pro and you're not certain, what type of session is it? So for example, if you did it here, you're dead by now. You're dead. Don't do it when you're going in the opposite direction. Just do it when you're going in the one candle closes, read the other candle, higher time frame candle retraces, and then you can pour them in. All right. I just showed you a little while ago a little bit. Now, $1,000, 2% risk, dynamic, scale them in. When one is in profit, then enter another position. All right, now, what's next? What comes next? When you have calculated all of this, what's your target? All right, guys, what's your target? Your target is how much, what percentage do you want to be up in a day? Text messages, please. That's help. You know me. I say only target for the day, guys. All right. Target for the day. 2%. 2%. 2%, right? That's all. Target for the day, 2%. This 2% can take you from $1,000 to, by the end of the year, $100,000. We can do it together. And you are going to definitely make more than 2%. When you start practicing this, right, then you will make more. You will make more eventually. Loads more. I make loads more. I make easily 8, 10, 15, 20, whatever. It depends how good I'm scalping and how good of a move is there. So you will make much more than 2% in a day, right? And that's when you will be able to compound more, even withdraw from your account during this process of going to 100K from $1,000, right? So put this on the side. Put all this math on the side, right? You put this math on the side. Now you know one thing. Now in your mind, right? You know one thing in your mind, that if you are going to do this, what I've just written here, this and this, There is no way that can stop you from making at least 50% a month. 40 to 50% a month, easy. 40 to 50% a month, especially when you're with me. So, trust me, especially when you are trading with me. Analysis is there, right? Analysis is there. I draw the zones. I teach all my strategies with full honesty, right? Everything. This is all what you need. Analysis, zone, strategies. They're in your hand. Only what is not in my hand is to risk it for you and correct lot size. That's all what's not in my hand. This and this bit. I am giving you this, right? With practice, you will be able to get this. No problem. And you will never be able to get this right, by the way. You will never be able to get this right unless you risk the calculated 2% only dynamic. If you risk from your account 2% dynamic, you will never, ever gonna fail that. It's a fail-proof thing that we're going to do here. It will never fail you. This will never fail you, because even if one day you will have -2%, it is so easy to make 40 the next day. So easy. Any of this move that we get here, one move like that, one move up, one move in a week you catch like that, your runner, one time you do that, you're sorted, guys. You're sorted for the week. You don't even need to come back and trade, because you will be definitely 100% for that week making 10% or 8-9%. At least I'm talking about. All right. It's logical. Wow, if I can get 10% today, I'll be king. Well, there was a time when I was not doing it, but you have to reach there. You have to reach to that level, and that's when you stop being greedy. And when you stop being greedy, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Learn to leave a runner. It saves you from having a very big psychological barrier. That is Momo, no FOMO. That is FOMO. If you leave a runner, it will fill your appetite. It goes in any direction, you're sorted. You don't fear anything. Learn how to leave a runner. I don't know, even before I started this group, I was emphasizing to every single person on my Instagram, runner, 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 runner. I mentioned my runners, and I'm not trying to show off. I'm trying to inspire you all. 10 times it hits your runner, right? 10 times, but 11th time when it wouldn't, that's gonna be just so good, right? All right. So that is something in short that you need to do, guys, that you need to do. If you implement this, then we are sorted. We are absolutely perfectly, rocking it. There's no way that you won't be able to do it. Now, I'm going to come down deeper and see and explain. I'm going to put it up here so that it's not going anywhere, and still I have some place to teach you a few things. All right, now, here I am, right? Here I am in the morning during Asian session, right? During Asian session in the morning, we were right here. We were looking at the price and we took an entry. We get how many pips? With your dynamic, 3 trades, right? 3 trades that give you what should be the lot size? I'm coming down to the lot size calculation for you all. All right. So you need, how much do you need? You need $20. Let's get back here, do the math. Let's make it as easy as possible for all of you, right? You need $20, right? At least $20 divided into 4 trades, 4 scalps in 24 hours, 3 sessions. 4 scalps in 3 sessions, right? 4 scalps in 3 sessions you will take to make this $20. And each scalp is at least, let's say 12, 15, or let even 10 to 15 pips, right? 10 to 15 pips, right? So 4 scalps means at least 40 pips. And with this strategy, with my strategy, it is absolutely possible. Do you think it is possible to take 40 pips with my strategy? Guys, please answer me in the chat. I'm waiting for your response. Do you think the way we find reversals, is it possible to have only 4 trades, only 4 trades, only 4, and get 10 pips, 10 pips, even 100? Yes, I have my trade record. I've been recording my trades and my pips that I call out from day 1. I have been recording, and I can show you the record of the trading champs. There were days 500 pips up. There were days 300 pips up. There were days 700 pips up. And you all have been witnessed to that. Out of those 300, 100, 700, even I say, let's say the minimum is 100, right? You can get 40 pips, right? 40 pips, because we have already done it, Mr. Figs. We have done it here live in front of everybody, that we have actually called out the trades for this number of pips. Now, all you got to do out of all those entries that we are calling with your comfort level, when it matches your strategy, just give me 40 pips, 40 pips, right? Just divide them 4 trades, right? And if you're lucky, 1 trade gives you 40 pips, don't come back to the charts. Don't come back to the charts. I don't know anybody, Raja or anybody else, Uncle Ted or Kervin, anybody. I'm a student myself, right? I have studied, I have cracked down the formula down to the bottom. I've done it. Why I did it? Because I wanted to break the cycle in my mind, and I wanted to punish myself. I was crying few days and I couldn't control repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And I was just thinking, I'm a good student. I'm a scholarship holder. I'm a doctor. I've always excelled in my life. Why the hell am I into this position where I am right now? Why? Don't want to be here. And I know all the solutions. So I wrote it all down. That's why I remember all of this. That's why I remember all of this. I've written it all down myself to get out of this where I am in. And then I promised myself, I broke my promise. I promised again and I broke my promise. And I promised again, eventually, until I disciplined myself. All of this is one thing, discipline. All right. All of this is one thing, discipline, right? Now, guys, please, I request you, I honestly do. If you do this, right? If you have $1,000 and you're only negative 20 in your account, it will not play with your mind at all. No, even if 3 days you're minus 20, minus 20, minus 20, you're only minus 60 with $1,000 account. It's not going to play with your mind. You're not going to have all those difficulties. What happens here? It's like it's a warm food right off the oven and you want to gulp it all in your mouth. You get burned. You're in pain, you get burned. You cannot do that. And that's when you fail so badly. Each time you think about your losses, okay? Many times happened with me. Many times happened with me. So I calculate my losses, right? And then I keep thinking about recovering them. You have to get rid of this. Don't think about it. Keep only 1,000 in your mind. Keep only 1,000 in your mind. By the end of the month, you'll be 1,500. End of the month. And there's no business that gives you, without any other investment other than those $1,000, give you 50% return like that. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Why don't you crack down the code? Why? For goodness sake, why don't you do it? It's not too hard. Please do it. I did it. I was exactly doing all the messy stuff. One quick example. I lost 500. I loaded my account with 1,000, thinking that I'll just gonna go with full leverage and recover this 500. I lost that 1,000. I wanted to make it in a day. How stupid, right? How stupid. I do not know, and I do not know what I'm doing. I want to go with full leverage, thinking that this position, this candle will not wick higher like that. It will return from exactly where I enter and give me my 10 pips. Does it happen? No expert. It's not gambling, guys. It's not gambling. No expert in this whole market can tell you straight away like that. I have mastered, this confuses you, all right? I have mastered 1 minute candles. Still, I can't be sure. I've tried my best to master 1 minute candle. They talked, I tried to talk to them. I watched them, right? That's me you're addressing. I know all of you. All right, so guys, one thing very important I want to add to this here, that you don't, no business gives you that, but you have to not look at the dollar value. Look at the percentage. Some of you are trading for this long, some of you have blown this many accounts, some of you have blown that many accounts. Can you give me 6 months? Can you give me 6 months of doing this? All right, 3 months of doing this. Can you give me 3 months of doing this, 6 months of doing this, and then there's no turning back? You're next, Uncle Ted. You yourself. I've recovered all my losses because I have done that, and my losses were huge. I've recovered them all, and I'm about to make my first 100K. I think I have already, but I didn't get time. You guys keep me so occupied. But trust me, this thing that I'm giving you here, nobody tells you like that. I don't know if anybody did. Nobody did to me, not to this level that they are going to calculate this to me. I had to put it down on a piece of paper myself. I had to crack it down. But because I'm a student myself, right? I'm young, I'm a student, I've been through that. I can relate. And I'm giving you all, no matter what your age is, no matter what your profession is, no matter what session you're trading, guys, no matter. Don't depend on me for spoon feeding you anything. Be independent, be yourself, be in this Telegram channel to be with the like-minded people who are trading like you, to have a company, to have match your analysis with somebody, not for signals. You bring your analysis daily, okay? Bring your analysis daily and then match it. What Sasha is saying, does it match with her? And if it doesn't, don't say Sasha is correct and you're wrong. No, you just come back, question me, and just write a message there. Talk to me in the chat. Talk among yourself. Share your chart and say, Sasha, I am thinking this. Why you are not doing this? Many times Shiva comes and other people come and they say they took a buy. Why didn't I do it? Well, when it was here, I was not on the chart, but later on when it was here, I didn't feel comfortable, right? I have my own reservations as well, right? A tear just, are you pulling my leg? Guys, I'll kill you if you do that. I'm telling you with all my secrets, with all my passion. I'll kill you, I'll shoot you from here, Seabass. Oh God. So, and you know, do you realize I told you my throat is not well? And I'm still trying to tell you with all of this passion because I've been there. I know how painful it is. I know it was emotional because I have cried, guys. I've cried. I was like with all my difficulty, 10%, 15% up in a day, right? When NY comes over trading, I gave it back. And when I'm going back to sleep, on my actual account, I'm again minus 5% or something minus, even blown my account, right? I used to cry. Thank you, Lauren. I used to cry and I've been there, right? So please, please, please make note of all of this. Now I'm going to show you the Excel sheet, right? Yes, it is very addictive. You have to stop. You have to close. You have to learn to leave. And when you have a loss, you have to learn to turn everything off. Take a break. This is what I show you each time. Many times. Just this Excel sheet is on there. Please, please just put $1,000 here, right? $1,000. Give me $20 profit. $20 profit. I am giving you daily, I promise you daily, I am giving you 300, 400, 100 pips, right? When it's a good price action and it's, okay, a secret. 80% of the time, market is ranging, right? 80% of the time, my strategy rocks ranges. It rocks the ranges. Reversal, done. Reversal, done. 10 pip, 20 pip, 40 pip. And even in 1 minute and 5 minute candle, never let you hit the stop loss. You're way ahead of time. When it comes to your stop loss, just before that, maximum close at break even, take a break, right? So 80% of the time market is ranging. When it is trending, my runners are making money for me. My runners are making money for me. So I am in good position all the time. My runners are making money for me, or I am killing the ranges myself, leaving a runner, right? You give me 1,000. First day 20, second day, third day, fourth day, I think $21, and then $22. And these $20 with 20 working days, not even 22. Just 20 working days. 2 days, maybe you'll have a loss, fine. Doesn't matter, right? Or break even. Or you don't even feel like trading. Something happens. Don't come. You are at the end of the day, 1,485.95. Almost 50% up, 44% up. Monthly ratio. When I have this monthly ratio here, I'm not putting here 4.8, 0.48. I'm putting 0.44. I'm being conservative here, okay? At the end of 12 months, $118,000, 128 minus $18,000, fine. You minus $18,000, and then you may be thinking that this $18,000 could be the losses that you can face. Be practical, right? Right? Come on, now tell me, isn't that awesome? And when you are making $82,000 is your account size, all you got to do is just risk 2% and make only 2%. Make only 2%, doing nothing but just making 2%. This is $36,000 will be your 44% for the month here, right? And when you're talking about these figures, I'm not saying anything. $1,000 is practically possible without any FDMO or this or that, your own capital, your own money, $1,000. And do only what I asked you to do. Please, please get serious. Stop throwing your money away get serious, and then do this little bit. I request you all, right? And I want you all, and I promise you all, I'm not running nowhere. I'm here with you all. You do these little things, right? This tiny little bit things, and fix yourself. Trust me, I don't know why you're all chatting in there for so long. Don't show up for chatting. Don't show up in the chat group. Don't show up here in the Zoom. And then send me a message. Done 2%, Sasha. Bye. How nice I will feel. Imagine. I'll feel just superb. Or you come here and then you're going to say, I'm here. I'm done with 2%. I'm just learning and watching with you. Right? I'm just learning and I'm just watching with you. I'm here, I'm done with my 2%. And then you feel like it, right? It's craving. It's really, you want to enter the trade. It's New York session, such a beautiful setup you find there, right? What you're going to do, how you're going to trade. You just go down, trade 0.02 just for the sake of it, 0.03 just for the sake of it. You want to have a feel of it, right? Leave a 0.01 runner data. Let it be, right? Now for this entry that I had in the top here, never hit back now so far. It's not doing that, right? It's good. Now, isn't it just this one trade I'm talking about? This is enough, 40 pips. 40 pips I need for the day. 40 pips, guys. 2%. Sorted. Good night. Right? That's all what you need. That's the thing. Over trading. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, anybody of you, I'm going to stop this recording, right? Do you want me to add anything to this recording? Ask me now. Otherwise, I'm going to stop this recording and then I'm going to ask you a few questions and take your questions. Can I stop the recording? Just say yes if you don't have any question.